What's up guys? I'm currently working on the finale for this vlog series that's been such a blast, and I want to make sure that I give it the full attention that it deserves so it ends on the note that I want it to. And I wanted to answer some questions regarding part of the experience filming a Q&A for the vlog finale. This is part 1, and if you're one of the people who asked a question, hopefully I answer it. I'm just gonna go through them randomly and see what there is. Keeping it real casual, in a tank top. What do you miss most about pre-Rona NYC? The subway. There's definitely some fear around going on there. I'm not completely trusting of it just yet. What do you feel like is the biggest lesson that quarantine has taught you? If I'm left alone for a long period of time, I will not self-destruct, which was a large fear in my subconscious for a very long time. I was so afraid of being left alone for too long because I was afraid what I would do to myself. I really, truly had this element of me that believed I would self-destruct. I self-improved, and that was so eye-opening and so self-assuring and has given me such confidence to know my strength. Best purchase during Rona. My Alicia Keys coconut water bottle and drinking water out of here, which I will proceed to do, makes me unbelievably happy. This is by far my favorite purchase. Just knowing that me and Alicia Keys are matching, it's worth it. Another thing is probably these multi-pack of tank tops. I get a pack of 3. I have them in white and gray and black, and I just cut off the bottom with scissors and I wear them almost every single day. So those are my 2 best purchases. Best food or meal that you made. Okay, in quarantine, low-key, the basic black bean soup that I got on a Bon Appetit recipe, I've made it countless times. I don't think I filmed it enough. If you have a can of black beans and a white onion, you have the base for the soup. And if you have cilantro and tortilla chips, you can make an actually really fabulous soup and it fills you up. I use an emulsion blender with mine to make the texture even better. So highly recommend if you own one of those to use it for this recipe. Tyra and I have both been making it non-stop. It's quickly become a go-to in the rotation. So tasty and it's so cheap. Oh, that's definitely my best discovery. Do you miss being alone? No, I thought I would. I got really used to it. In some ways, I wish that I had 1 day a week completely alone, or even 2. Okay. What's your beer, wine, liquor of choice? Liquor of choice is Tito's. Wine, I'm not that picky about wine. And then beer, the Brooklyn Brewery, I just pick up a new 6-pack from them. Any tips for beginning manifestation? Have goals in your mind and then try to picture them happening and picture it a lot and get really used to seeing it. I feel like I'm not equipped to do this. Some of these things like manifestation, what's something else, like lucid dreaming, I feel like I did as a kid without knowing that they had labels, and because it happened naturally, I feel like it's harder for me to teach something. It's easier for me to teach something than I've learned. If I didn't know how to do something and now I know how to do it, I will sit you down and let you know everything that I did step by step. I wish I just had something better to tell you. How's your love life going, gal? Oh, non-existent, just, you know, totally not there. I have a few dates tentatively in the next like week or 2, but I need to figure out how to navigate seeing people while social distancing for my mom's sake. I just don't want to put her at risk whatsoever. It's not worth it, even though it's been like 5 months. What was your antidepressants experience like? I don't really feel like talking about this right now. Another time, I promise. What's your favorite movie right now? Okay, well, the movie that just made me cry my eyes out, and I mean like cry my eyes out, and I mean cry my eyes out. I don't know how to make that any more clear. Like after the credits had rolled, I probably spent 15 minutes on the couch just sobbing. It's called The Art of Racing in the Rain. I just told Emily to watch it. I was like, you have to. She's like, I can't, I won't. How has your confidence changed during lockdown? I've always had self-esteem, which I'm really grateful for. But in quarantine specifically, I have become so confident with my stability and my capability. I hate that those rhyme. I didn't know if I actually had my own back before, and now I know that I do. Book recommendations, please. I've been loving your quarantine vlog. I will mention my book recommendations in the finale video because I'm going to incorporate it with a weird series video, and that includes what I've been reading. How did you get your landlord to lower your rent? Okay, I've gotten this question so much. Okay, to give more explicit details, my landlord had upped my rent this year. So I just renewed my lease in, I don't know, like May. I had signed on and agreed to paying a higher price than I did last year. And then after signing it and giving it some thought, I was like, why did I sign that? Like, we're in a pandemic. We should not have raised rent. So I just argued to have my rent remain. I can read the email, one second, just to give you guys a little bit of help, because if I can help you save $100 a month or so, that'll add up real quick, you know? $1,200 is a lot. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi here. One second. It was something along the lines of like, hey, landlord name, I absolutely love living in, insert my address here, and because of that, I would like to continue. However, in lieu of COVID-19, I've experienced some financial setbacks, and I was wondering if we could void the current lease and go back to the original price of last year of insert amount here. Thank you so much for your time. Sincerely, Lexie Lombard, or sincerely your name here. And that's what I said, and she said sure. Actually, it's a boy, I think. I don't know. It's a gender ambiguous name. It doesn't matter the gender of my landlord. If you could time travel anywhere, where would you go? I used to always say that I would want to go visit my grandparents in high school. Did you go back to any hobbies that you really missed? Oh my gosh, you're sitting on one of my favorite hobbies as we speak. You're on my journal. I spoke a little bit in last week's video of how I journal, but it was very light. Like, I really glazed over the topic. Growing up, I loved to like really personalize my agendas. I had like a journal and a diary for sure at many points throughout my life, but my agenda was the main thing that I was using on a regular basis because it had all my plans in it. But I also like to add moments throughout the week that I wanted to remember, and I would put stickers and stuff, and basically I don't have a proper agenda, but I just use a blank college ruled notebook, and that has been so fun. And now I've trained my brain after, it took about like 2 or 3 months, when I start getting stressed out, write it out, and it's become such a good, quick, I don't want to use the term stress reliever. It brings me back to reality. Like, it gets all the feelings out. I can do like a dump, then I feel leveled out. So I guess stress relief is a correct term. Also, I ordered a pair of roller skates. I've put some TikToks up of me roller skating and like maybe a video or two on my Instagram story. My friend and I ordered them, and we've been going to the park a lot, and we made friends with this girl who's in 2nd grade, and she's the cutest thing in the whole world, and the 3 of us just skate together. And there's like the skateboarders too, and like we've kind of, you know, become acquainted with them as well, and it's just so funny. It's like most precious and adorable hobby and pastime. I've done a ton of reading. I read 2 books this week. I just started my 3rd. I'm really on a roll. What else? I got into coloring and puzzles, a lot of indoor activities, and at the moment, as of being in Virginia, our community pool is open for reservation, and you can swim any day of the week for 45 minutes, as long as, like, you know, you sign a waiver and whatever. So my mom, dad, and I have all been going every single day for 45 minutes, and I used to do swim team all growing up. Such a good way to get fresh air, get some sun, and get some exercise, and be in the water, which is just so soothing. I'm a water sign, so it's like where I belong. But it's really nice. I remember when you were sober for a while, do you recommend love, hate drinking? I actually don't think I did it in 2019, but for the past maybe like 4 years, I do like sober October. October was a really good time because it was a break in between summer and the holidays, and then I break it on Halloween, and that was just a really nice reset. I don't drink too often, but yeah, I totally recommend it. I think that giving yourself a break is so great. Why am I so cute? I don't know. My mom and dad, I guess. 5 fave quarantine songs. Okay, definitely. Oh What a World 2.0 Earth Day remix from Casey Musgraves. That has been my most played song of this entire experience. I think I've listened to it 550 times. Another song is No Waves by Fiddler. Such a jam, gets me so dancey. Deception by Le Tigre. That's really dancey. My friend Jared made me a playlist, and that was one of the songs on it. I've been really enjoying Juliana Calm Down by the Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks. I randomly have been listening to a ton of surf rock when I would go on my evening walks. Oh, what's that song? It's like a TikTok song, but I listen to it so much. What is it called? Roses the Imanbek remix by St. John and Imanbek. If you heard the song, you would know it. I, for some reason, love to run to that. Like at the beginning of core, I was doing a lot of jogging, and that was always the first one that I would put on. And then I would say Gone by NSYNC. If you want to follow me on Spotify, I have playlists. They're all public. You can go through. Yeah, you know, happy to share music. Am I losing my voice? I can't tell. Have your love languages changed due to isolation? Example is touch, less or more. Like, no, my love languages haven't changed. I did, well, maybe. I used to be so awkward at receiving gifts. I didn't like it. It made me uncomfortable. It felt like getting a gift meant I suddenly was in debt to someone and I owed them something else, which is not the truth. If someone's giving you something, they're not expecting something in return. They're giving you something because they want to give you something and they want you to accept it with love. Now, of course, there's like exceptions of, you know, deceptive or manipulative people, but we're talking about the general good population as a whole, which where are they at? Because honestly. But anyway, throughout the process with me being alone, a lot of people took the liberty of sending me packages, which was above and beyond surprising to me, and every single time it got me like very excited. So gifts has sort of been added to the list, but physical touch, it's uncomparable. It's just so much better. Did I not brush my hair before this video? Why did I not do that? Am I okay? It doesn't look horrible, but like I could have put a brush through it. How do you decompress after reading the news or watching extremely frustrating news? Many different ways, child, many different ways. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I put on TV. Basically any of my hobbies, like going outside for a walk, roller skate. It's really important during these times to have hobbies or to have a project to throw yourself into that really takes up all of your thinking space. That's one thing about TV is like if it's not gripping enough, you can still be thinking about something that you need to take a break of thinking about. But if you have a hobby that's really immersive, that's what I would recommend. You should do a what I eat in a day. I've learned to cook, so I would love to do a what I eat in a day where I show like one of my favorite breakfasts, my favorite lunch recipes, and my favorite dinners, maybe even a dessert. I would absolutely love to. I have so many recipes that I want to share. What's your fave mask? I still use the sterile ones. I got that black neoprene one. Neoprene? Never made it out of my friend's car. I use the boring ones. And I use them for a long time. I know they're disposable, but I just use them again and again and again. How are you utilizing your graphic design degree in real life? It's made my notebook pages so much better. That's a very small scale example. It's added to my resume as a very obvious answer. C, I use it on a weekly basis, every single thumbnail that I've made. How to not be afraid of sharing yourself with the world. Practice, baby. Just do it once. If you have an idea, share it, okay? And if you receive positive feedback, it's going to reinforce your confidence in yourself. I mean, of course, that's like receiving external feedback, but just stay with me. And you're going to be encouraged to do it again, and you're going to feel good about it, and it's just this cycle, and you get used to it. And people, I feel, there has to be science to back it up, but like people can see when something is true to someone. What's one thing you feel called to do before you die? Have kids, run a marathon, etc. Oh, you know the big two, run a marathon and have babies. I definitely want to, I want to have a dog, I want to have a cat before I die. I want to get married, or at least like have a lover and like long-term partner. Have babies. I think I have to have babies. How are you doing mentally? Oof, girl, I'm at ease. I mean, relatively speaking. I know that there's massive amounts of injustices going on a daily basis, and we're still in a pandemic, but I just mean on a personal level, I'm stable. I'm a-okay. No need to worry about me. Do you miss sex? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do you ever alter, upcycle your clothes? Minorly, yes. I don't really know how to sew totally yet, but that's something I want to incorporate more into my channel, is when I see something that I want to buy, but then I think I know how to make it, filming myself making it. Also, my phone case is Wildflower, just in case anyone wants to know. Okay, there's so many questions, guys. I wish I could get through them all, but I've been talking for plenty of time. I'm always open to doing more questions. I can definitely go back and read more of those in the future. I just picked out them randomly, sort of just like whatever gumball pops out of the machine. Those are the questions that you got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned to next week, where I'm going to have the series finale of Being Alone in New York. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel. Hi to new subscribers, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks guys, bye.